Make sure you check out my sponsor, Cyberpower UK. As always, the link is down in the description. Alright, so what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Fortnite Battle Royale video here today on my channel. Today I'm actually going to be showing you all of the locations of the Christmas trees that were added in the winter update. If you did not know, there are 8 locations around the map which contain these Christmas trees, and they do also have the chance to contain either 0, 1, 2, or 3 chests underneath each tree. So it's definitely a good place to try and target for to get yourself some instant quick loot, get a lot of weapons, and take out the enemy. Now, the 8 locations that these trees are located is Pleasant Park, Griese Grove, Flush Factory, Fatal Fields, Loot Lake, Anarchy Acres, Retail Row, and also Wailing Woods. Now, I wish they would have maybe put more of these trees in the map. For example, there isn't one at Moisty Mire, and personally, I think these trees could be implemented to populate locations a little bit more. So, for example, Moisty Mire isn't really that popular, so adding one of these Christmas trees in is going to make a lot more people want to go to that location. And also, they could have put some of these Christmas trees in some of the locations what don't really have anything at all. For example, in between Griese Grove and Pleasant Park, you have a couple of little shacks, but apart from that, there isn't really too much added. So if they added a Christmas tree, a lot more people are going to target that location, and it's going to be a bit more populated. Now, the way that I'm going to do this is I'm actually going to show you a circle on map exactly where the tree is located, and then I'm just going to show you exactly how you can get to it. So first off, let's start with Pleasant Park. This one is pretty easy to spot. It's actually smack bang in the center of Pleasant Park. So because Pleasant Park is a very popular location, this is going to be a difficult tree to go to. For example, a lot of times I played this trying to get some gameplay for you. I got down to the tree, but either someone had my weapon, someone got the weapons before me, or I didn't manage to get a weapon in the first place and got shot. So personally, Pleasant Park does have a Christmas tree, but it's a pretty risky one to go to, and you do have a very high chance of potentially getting shot. The next location is Griese Grove. Now, on the map, the tree is actually located on the top left of Griese Grove. It depends which direction you're coming from on the buzz, of course, but it is located on the top of Griese Grove. This one isn't too bad to go for. A lot of times people target the buildings of Griese Grove, so the fact that this isn't in the middle of the location means that you do have a better chance to be able to get the loot and pick yourself up a couple of weapons. And you're actually right next to the kind of burger joint or whatever it is, so as soon as you collect the chest from the Christmas tree, you can head in that building and try and get a bit more loot. The next location is Flush Factory, and the location of the Christmas tree is just on the top right on the map. It's kind of in the little courtyard or something like that. This Christmas tree looks a little different though. It's not kind of like your average Christmas tree on the ground. It's kind of been shoved on a tall pole. I'm guessing that's because the ground's concrete and it just doesn't work any other way. But apart from that, the location is in the top right. And it depends how many people go to Flush Factory. I never really go to Flush Factory. I still don't know all the locations of the chests or anything like that. But I guess it depends if you see a lot of people going to or not. If you don't, head towards Flush Factory, get a couple of chests, and you should be good to go. Now, I don't really go to Loot Lake that much, but there is a Christmas tree in this location. Now, on the map, you can see Loot Lake. You see just an island just above where the text is, and then a second island above that. The second island is the location of the Christmas tree. It's not too far away from the mainland, so once you do land where the Christmas tree is, you should be able to quickly get back on land and run away from that place, because I don't really like staying near Loot Lake at all, but it is a pretty nice place to grab yourself a couple of chests. The Christmas tree is on the second island, the highest island you can see on the map, and you can get yourself a couple of chests. The next 2 locations we are going to be taking a look at is the farms. That's Anarchy Acres and Fatal Fields. The location on Anarchy Acres is on the right side when you're looking at the map, probably around where the Acres text is, and the tree is located just to the right side of, I believe, the last farm. So if you look at the house, it's further to the right of the house, a little bit south as well, and you can pick yourself between 0 to 3 chests. Usually once I've done this, I'll take a look around, see where people have been. If they've not been to the house at the very back or the very top, I'll head there and then make my way down. If they have, I'll probably run right and try and go to those houses which are a little bit deserted, a little bit to the right. The location of the tree at Fatal Fields is above where it says Fatal on the north side. It's below the stables to the left, but it's above the word Fatal, and that's the location where the tree is on Fatal Fields. Now this is actually pretty close to some kind of wooden cabin, so as soon as you've collected the chests, you can then run into these cabins if you need to sort your weapons out, drink any potions or anything like that. So you do have a bit of cover fire, but of course Fatal Fields is a pretty popular location, so make sure you keep an eye on where people are coming from. A lot of people do tend to aim for the barn and the houses or the stables as well, so you may have a good chance to pick up the chests underneath the Christmas tree. The next location we have is Retail Row. This is similar to Pleasant Park. It's smack bang in the middle of Retail Row. There's not really too many buildings surrounding you that have loot, so if there's no chest there or someone takes the chest, you're probably not going to have a good chance to get to a building. You're probably going to get shot at. So Retail Row is a location where you need to be very cautious when you do go and try and get the chests underneath the Christmas tree. I'd probably stick to going to the houses and then see if anyone's gone for the chests or not. If they've not, run over there and pick the chests up, but it also depends on how many people you see going to this location as well. And the final location where there is a Christmas tree is Wailing Woods. Now, this is nowhere near the maze, which you can actually see as like a little opening gap on the map. It's actually onto the south side of Wailing Woods. I'll put a location on the map so you can see, and you don't really see it too well from above. You do need to get pretty close to the trees to actually find out exactly where it is. This one is the one that's the most hidden, so if you're going to try and have a chance of getting to a Christmas tree, and you don't actually want anybody to go for it as well, the one at Wailing Woods is probably your best bet. And after that, you can probably run to like Tomato Town or to the scrapyard or whatever it's called with all the shipping containers. Overall though, Wailing Woods is pretty quiet, so you may have a good chance of getting the loot from the chest. But that's all of the locations of the Christmas trees in the new update. If you did find this helpful, guys, make sure you do give it a like down below. And if you are new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe as well. But apart from that, hopefully you did enjoy. My name is Zero, and I'll catch you guys next time.